Hey everyone, and welcome back to That 90s Pod. We are ready to slip on those Doc Martens and grab our Discman because we're going deep into a song that is basically like 1997 itself.
Oh, yeah.
Third Eye Blind's Semi-Charmed Life.
Definitely a classic.
You all know that chorus like you've sung it a million times, but we're going way past those catchy lyrics.
Yeah.
To uncover like why this song became like this huge cultural thing.
For sure.
A phenomenon.
Yeah, what's so fascinating about Semi-Charmed Life is that it just captures that late 90s energy perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, it's a total blend of, like, optimism for the future, but then also a little bit of that anxiety.
Right. It's totally the soundtrack to that whole era when the internet was just starting and we were all like glued to MTV and alternative rock was everything.
Yeah.
And speaking of being the best, if you're loving this trip back to the 90s, make sure to hit that subscribe button and share that 90s pod with all your friends.
Yes.
Let's spread the 90s love all over the place.
Spread the love.
Now back to Semi-Charmed Life.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a hit or whatever. It actually debuted at number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Wow.
And then it climbed all the way to number 4.
Yeah.
Why do you think it resonated so much with people back then?
I think one reason is that the song just puts this upbeat music together with kind of darker lyrics.
Yeah.
On the surface, it's all, happy melodies and choruses you can sing along to. But if you listen closely, those lyrics are hinting at darker stuff, like addiction,
Oh, yeah.
disillusionment, and just that whole feeling of like searching for something more.
Totally. It's like a musical Trojan horse.
Uh-huh.
Sneaking in all that serious thinking in the middle of those catchy melodies.
Well.
I remember like blasting this in my older brother's car.
Yeah.
Totally clueless about like what those catchy lyrics really meant.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and that's like the genius of it. Works on like a bunch of different levels.
Yeah.
It's a song you can dance to, but it also wants you to think about like, life and all its weirdness.
Uh-huh.
All those feelings we have, like longing and searching and maybe even a bit of wanting to escape.
Exactly. And all of that complexity comes from like lead singer Skiven Jenkins' own life.
Yeah.
Like he was dealing with addiction and heartbreak while he was writing Semi-Charmed Life.
Right.
Which adds a whole other layer to what the song means.
Yeah. Totally.
Huh.
Jenkins has talked about how the song is about a specific time and place for him.
Yeah.
Like he was living in San Francisco during the dot-com boom and seeing all this crazy innovation and money happening.
Okay.
But he was also seeing the bad stuff that came with it.
Mm-hmm.
The drug use
Yeah.
and people being bummed out. And
Yeah.
that back and forth between the happy stuff and the dark stuff,
Yeah.
it's in the music too. Like Jenkins uses these major key melodies. The ones that usually sound all happy and joyful.
Yeah.
But then he puts them with these lyrics about addiction and being unhappy.
Oh, wow.
It's like this crazy musical world that shows how complex the whole experience is.
Yeah, it's like he's saying, hey, life's not always perfect, but we can still find happy moments even when everything's crazy.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of people back in the 90s could relate to that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that's why Semi-Charmed Life is more than just a 90s song.
Right.
It's about things everyone goes through.
Uh-huh.
Like wanting something more, trying to figure out where you fit in, dealing with tough feelings, but still wanting to have a good time.
Yeah,
Those are things everyone gets no matter what generation they're from.
totally. It's a song you can listen to at different points in your life, and it'll mean something new each time.
Yeah.
Speaking of finding meaning, we hope you're finding something good here on That 90s Pod.
I hope so.
If you are, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and tell your friends about the show.
Yes.
We'd love for them to join our 90s crew.
Definitely.
Now let's get into how the song changed the music scene.
Okay.
Semi-Charmed Life wasn't just a hit for Third Eye Blind.
Right.
It kind of shaped how alternative rock sounded in the late 90s. You could hear its influence in bands like Matchbox 20 Sugar Ray,
Yeah.
the Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh, yeah.
They all had that same mix of catchy melodies, thoughtful lyrics, and a little bit of rock edge.
What's interesting is that Semi-Charmed Life kind of broke the rules. Before it came out, alternative rock was usually like grungier and more angsty. But Third Eye Blind brought in this pop sound.
Yeah.
They weren't afraid of melodies and catchy parts, which opened up a whole new way to do the genre.
It's like they found the perfect balance between making it easy to listen to, but also making you think.
Yeah.
You can sing along to it on the radio,
Yeah.
but it also had these deep lyrics that made you want to understand more.
And that's hard to do.
Right.
But they totally nailed it.
Yeah.
Semi-Charmed Life works on so many levels. The music, the lyrics, the feelings. It's a song that gets stuck in your head, but also stays with you after the music stops.
And that's why I think people are still so into it.
Yeah.
We're still talking about it, still listening to it, still feeling it after all these years.
Right.
Semi-Charmed Life is like bigger than just the 90s now.
Absolutely. And it's not just the music fans who've kept it going.
Right.
Semi-Charmed Life is like in tons of movies, TV shows,
Yeah,
even commercials.
it's true.
It's like this instant way to bring back that late 90s feeling.
Like that scene in Can't Hardly Wait,
Yes.
where everyone's jumping around to it at the graduation party.
Totally.
Your 90s nostalgia right there.
Exactly. And it's not just those teen movies either.
Yeah.
It's in everything from The Office to those car commercials that make you all nostalgic.
It's like woven into pop culture now,
Yeah.
which I think shows how much it appeals to everyone.
Right.
Those themes of like searching for meaning, figuring out relationships, finding happy moments when things are tough.
Yeah.
Those are things everyone gets no matter when they were born.
You got it. Semi-Charmed Life is like a reminder that even when life's throwing you curveballs,
Yeah.
there's still good stuff out there, people to connect with in moments of pure joy.
It's a powerful message,
Yeah.
especially for a song that sounds like a fun summer song.
Right.
And that's what makes it so interesting to break down.
Yeah.
There's so much more going on under the surface.
It really shows how powerful songwriting can be.
Yeah.
Like how a few good verses and a catchy melody can like capture a whole time period, make you feel things,
Right.
and get people talking even decades later.
Makes you wonder what songs from our lives will be like that, Race.
Yeah.
What songs will our kids be listening to years from now and be like, man, this takes it back.
That's a great question. And that's what we hope to do here on That 90s Pod.
Yeah.
Get people talking about the music that shaped us, those cultural moments that made the 90s what they were.
Right.
And how nostalgia connects us all.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Semi-Charmed Life,
Yeah.
we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
What lyrics or parts of the music really hit home for you?
Tell us.
Go to our social media and share your thoughts.
We want to keep this conversation going.
And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tell your friends about That 90s Pod.
Yes.
We'll be back next week with another deep dive into the music and culture that made the 90s so awesome.
See you then.
Until then, keep those 90s memories alive.